You know? Like, oh, these blacks always robbing people, these blacks always, and they come in, well, actually, guys, black people don't like crime. Yeah. What happens is they get like really poor because of things that have happened in the past. And then like some of them resort to criminal activities to try and make ends meet. And so when they see you from far, they just get confused because you look like an ATM. Because you freeze every time they see you. You freeze. And then they poke you and money comes out. Yeah. It's not their fault. They're just poor. It's a lot of rubbish. That's what it is. Sharks don't like people. How do they know? Do they ask them? Yeah, don't like. Tastes like Marmite. I don't surf. I sit on the beach and I enjoy it from there. It looks beautiful. I enjoy it. And I'm sitting on the beach in Malibu. And it's during the week, so it's really empty. There's just one girl surfing out there, California babe, and she's rocking it, you know. And she's got long blonde hair and tan, looking very fake, and just like, you know, she's riding her board and doing her thing, and all those unnecessary surfing moves that people do, you know. Just stay here, just stay here. There's no need for. And surely, sure enough, at the end of it, like she's doing those things, and the wave comes like. And I was like, you're dead. But she wasn't. And she comes out of the water and she's having the time of her life. And she looks over at me and she's like, hey there. Are you like gonna come in? The water's like super amazing. I said, no, thank you. No, thank you. I'm just gonna sit here. I'm just gonna sit here and watch you. You're very good. Keep it up. She's like, OMG. You talk funny. No, I don't talk funny. You talk funny. Where are you from? I'm from South Africa. She's like, oh, wow. Like Africa? How did you get here? What? I used my monkey grip under the plane. How did you get here? She doesn't even wait for my answer. She runs, she's in the water, she's doing her thing, surfing, having a good time, doing those things. She comes back out, and now all of a sudden we're best friends. She runs out onto the beach, she's like, hey, Africa! I'm like, hey, America. So like, you don't surf at all? I said, no, I don't. Where I'm from, we don't really surf. Johannesburg, there's no surfers out here, you know? She's like, oh, that's too bad. Like, do you guys have waves in Africa? Do we have waves? A grown human being asks me if we have waves on a continent. Like, no, we don't. Yeah, by the time the water gets outside of the world, it's just so tired. It's just, you know, so worn out from all the traveling. It tries, but it's, Do we have waves? She's brilliant. She says this and she runs back into the water, and every time she goes out there, it's like she comes back more stupid. It's like, it's almost like she's fishing for stupidity out there. It's almost like there is a shark. She's like, yeah, ask him this now, ask him this. Because she comes back, and I'll never forget this, till the day I die, I will not forget this conversation. She comes back onto the beach, and she stands next to me, and she's taking off her wetsuit, and she goes, so, like, Africa, can I, like, ask you a question? Yeah, go ahead. If you're like from Africa, have you like ever had AIDS? You know what's funny? Is I wasn't offended by the fact that she said AIDS. But I was offended by the fact that she said, ever had AIDS. Like AIDS is something you could had, like a passing flu, just, you know? Hey, John, I didn't see you at work last week Thursday. Where were you? Yeah, I had a bit of AIDS there. I just hit me hard. Took some Corinza. Now I'm back, bro. Ever had? And you know, I know as a child of a continent that's ravaged by this disease, it's my job, it's my duty to educate people when I meet them. You know, it really is a part of who I am. But you know when you look at someone in their eyes, and there's no hope. It's just that old SABC tone, just like, doo. You know, it's It's only two of us, and I'm bored. I figure, why not have some fun? And so I look at her and I'm like, yes. Yes, America. I've had AIDS many, many times. She's like, oh, wow, really? Oh, my God. So aren't you gonna be like super skinny and dead or something? I said, no, AIDS is not as bad as you think. It's just like chocolate, you know? You just shouldn't have too much at one time. You're just like, AIDS. Oh, too much AIDS. Oh. And then you stop for a bit, and then after you're like, yoo, more AIDS, you know, you just chill. She's like, wow, is it like chocolate? I said, yeah, you should try it sometime. She's like, no, that's disgusting. So then if it's like chocolate, then it's gonna get all melty, and I'll be covered in like AIDS chocolate, and I'll be all sticky, and I'll be all dirty. I was like, yeah, then you just take a shower. For the... No, what are you... Oh no, don't you laugh at my president. Damn you people, damn you. I don't accept your laughter, damn you. Don't you laugh, this has nothing to do with that great man. Turning my jokes against me, no. I will not participate in this madness. How else do you get clean? Rubbish. I will never tease Jacob Zuma ever again in my life. I missed that man, I missed our president. Cute little, how do you know? You know how I miss that guy, man. That cute, we got the cutest president in the world, and you guys don't respect him. You don't appreciate him. He got that cute face with that grin, just like, you know? Looks like he could have been like one of those kids in the Jet magazine, just like. He's super cute, man. How could you hate on Jacob Zuma? He looks like a little Zulu Ninja Turtle, man. He's so, you know, he does, you know. Could see him in the crew. Leonardo, Raphael, Michelangelo, Jacob, Kawapanga. Oh, I miss Jacob so much. And you people were torturing while I was away. You were torturing him. How could you do that? Painting horrible pictures of Jacob Zuma. You guys are disgusting. I didn't even know what was going on there. I read the story online, and the article made no sense to me because it was written by an American. All it said was, ANC Youth League in South Africa marches over painting. I was like, well, that's weird. It's weird, but it's a move in the right direction, Youth League. I mean, the youth should be focusing on arts and culture and, you know, enriching their minds. I thought it was weird. I pictured them in the streets marching. Aus Picasso, Picasso, aus Picasso. Shout, we are sick and tired of postmodernistic impressionism. We demand more sketch art. But no, they weren't. They weren't marching for that. They were marching over the picture of our president in black, red and yellow. The man, Jacob, on the mountain with the wind blowing through where he'd have hair. Just him, Jay-Z, and Mini-Me. Although it wasn't that mini though, you have to admit. No, it was a pretty solid picture. Well, not solid, but you know what I'm just saying, if it was me, I wouldn't have been offended by that, eh? I would have been there at the gallery every day, just like posing and waiting for people. They'd be like, yeah, hello ladies, hello, hello. Hello, nice, hello. Take a picture there, take a picture. They must know. So strong and so confident. People were like, this picture, it's racist, this picture, disrespectful. It wasn't even that disrespectful. I know you might not like it, and that's your personal opinion. But it wasn't that, just even the name of the picture was strong and powerful, you know? Jacob Zuma, the spear. The symbol of the Zulu nation for hundreds of years, made famous by King Shaka himself, conquering army after army with the spear. The spear of the nation, the spear. It's not like that guy called it the pocket knife. You know, the spear, big and manly. That's why our president didn't complain. Jacob Zuma did not complain once, because he understands art. He's cultured. You know, because the guys around him complaining about it on his behalf. I hated when people do that. He wasn't even offended. They ran to him like little kids tattletaling. Jacob! Jacob! Yes. What happened now? Jacob, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. Did you see what they did? Did you see they painted you? They painted you. He's like, there's no paint on me. I'm fine. No, sorry, my bad. They painted a picture of you. They painted, just show him the picture. Just show him the picture. And they came running with the picture and they showed it to him. But Jacob Zuma, he's a chilled out guy. He doesn't have time for these things. He probably didn't even see anything. He was just like, I don't see anything wrong with this. Oh. The giggling Casanova has no time for these trivial pursuits. I wouldn't be shocked if Jacob's having the time of his life right now in the presidential bedroom. He's found himself a new romantic game to play with the ladies. And you know he's romantic. I mean, that many kids, that many wives, he knows what it's about. You know? He's there, covered himself in body paint. Looking Barry White in the background. Gets to the bedroom door, looking all sexy. Looking in the door at his wife. Number 2. Are you ready for the spear? She's there like, ooh, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. And he's like, ready or not? Here I come. Oh. I hope I can hide at your houses after this. Oh man. You miss so many things from South Africa. You know, you travel, you miss our people, you miss our politicians, you miss our languages. Language is such a fundamental thing you take for granted, you know? You miss the small things. I was traveling in New York and I was in one of these really nice shops and I put on a pair of shoes, tried them on, they're really good looking. And the salesman was like, you like those? You want to grab a pair? I said, how much are they? He said, those are $3,000, sir. I said, $3,000? Yeah? And he was like, yeah, you want them? And I was like, oh, Futzek. But I didn't say it in a bad way. I just say Futzek in America because no one knows what it means. So I just, I run around like, Futzek, Futzek, Futzek. You know? So he's like, is that a yes or a no? Is that a... I said, oh, no, in my culture it means thank you very much, but no. And he's like, oh, look at that. You learn something new every day. From Futzek. Okay, Futzek. I'm still sure 3,000 people pay $3,000 for a pair of shoes. I'm there shocked. I'm like, what? Futzek. And as I say it, some woman shopping in the corner looks at me. She's like, woo, hello. I've never seen someone so happy to hear that word in my life. Because you miss your language. You miss your language. The pronunciation of words is such a small thing you take for granted. Like, for instance, in America, they don't say words the same way we do, even though they speak English. Like, they don't say orange, they say orange. They don't say New Orleans, they say New Orleans. They don't say forever, they say forever. You know, even words change. That's the craziest thing for me. I was going out for lunch downtown Los Angeles with a friend of mine. My friend David, he's like, yo, Trev, you want to get something to eat? I said, what should we get? He's like, Mexican food, dude. Gotta get Mexican food. I'm like, I've never had Mexican. He's like, what? You never have Mexican food? I said, no, I don't have, because we don't have Mexicans in South Africa. They never came over. You know? He's like, yo, dude, you gotta have tacos, man. You're missing out. You gotta have tacos. I was like, okay, let's go get tacos. I don't even know what these things are, you know? We go out. It's not even a restaurant. It's just a truck parked on the side of the road. The taco truck. You know this because there's a big sign above it going, tacos, tacos, tacos. So I'm standing in the line waiting. There's a lot of people. It's really popular. I finally get to the front of the line. The guy comes to the window in the truck. He's like, hey, you want tacos? So, well, it would be awkward if I didn't. And then, you know, he's like, hey, I don't know. Maybe you just want a Coke or something. I said, no, I wouldn't come here for a Coke. I came for tacos. Give me tacos. It's okay. How many tacos you want? I said, I don't know what they are. So just give me one to be safe. One taco. He's like, one taco coming up. He goes and he prepares it, does his thing. Comes back and he's like, hey, here's your taco, friend. I said, thank you. He's like, yeah, you want a napkin? I'm like, what? He's like, you want a napkin? And now on our side of the world, a napkin is that thing babies wear to hold their shit. He was trying to say serviettes. Because tacos, I didn't know this, like a piece of corn that's folded over, it's like a big chip, think of a Doritos chip, right? Folded with no flavor. And then they put like vegetables and mince and then gravy. It's like a bunny chow, basically, but then with no support structure, you know? So he was trying to say serviette, which is what everyone in the world says except America, serviette. So he goes, you want a napkin? I said, why the hell would I want a napkin? He says, hey man, for the mess afterwards. I said, for the mess? Is it that instant that I'm gonna need a napkin? He says, yo, you never know with tacos, man. 1 minute you think you got it, then it's coming out. I said, well, that's disgusting. He said, no, it's normal. Everybody does it here, man. It's part of the experience. I said, that's the problem with your country, my friend. Where I'm from, that is disgusting. I do not need a napkin. I'm a grown man. I can control myself. He said, hey, what you gonna do? I said, I'll just eat it in the car on the way home. Then I'm safe. He said, hey, then you make a mess in the car, man. Don't do it. Don't be a hero. Just take the napkin. I said, I'm not being a hero. I'm being a grown man. I don't need a napkin. If it gets really bad, I'll just squeeze it really, really tight. He says, yeah, that's the problem. Some people, they don't know. They squeeze it too tight. Then the juice comes spraying out even more, man. It can spray all over you, on your pants and on your shirt. I'm like, oh, my shirt. How the hell does this shit get all the way up to my shirt? What is this thing bouncing on the ground and exploding up all over? What the hell? He's like, yo, you're wasting my time. You want the napkin or not? I said, I do not want your napkins. In fact, I don't even want tacos. I just came for a Coke. He's like, ah!